Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Convert an HTML template to a WordPress theme. Where we left off was we're adding our dynamic functionality to the index.php file. So far our title, the image, and the text are all dynamic and coming from WordPress. However, this meta info right here is still static. So we're going to go ahead and change that. So if we go to index.php, you can see right here this paragraph we have posted by, and then we just have the text someone. So we want to get the author's name in there, and that's pretty easy. We just want to replace someone with php the author posts link. So what that'll do is it'll show the author's name with it'll also have a link to his page. Okay, so the date on July 18th, we want to change that. So we'll take that, say PHP, the time, and we want to format that how that looks. So I'm going to say FJSY. I think that's right. Okay, so let's just check the name and the date. Alright, so you can see it changed to Brad and the correct date. If I click on Brad, well, it's not going to show us anything because we don't have our page PHP done. So let's see. We want to add this comments thing here. So we'll replace this PHP actually this is going to be a link. Let me just okay, so we want this link to go to the comments or to the post. So in here we're going to say PHP comments link. Okay, and then for the actual text, let's replace this. Now what we do here is we can say PHP comments number, and this is going to take a few parameters. Let me just put this on its own line. Let's see. Okay, so the first parameter will be what we want it to say if there's no comments. So let's just say 0 comments. And the next is what we want it to say if there's only one comment. So we'll say 1 comment. And then the final parameter we want to say responses. Let's see if that works. Alright, so it looks like there is 1 comment. So that's all set. Now this full article, I guess that's going to be the read more link. So let's go. Okay, where it says full article, we have a link going to it. So we're going to put in here PHP the permalink. Okay, and I also want to link we'll put that in the image link. So right here in this, put the same thing, and also the title. I want to put it in the title as well, so replace that. Alright, so this looks fully dynamic. I think I got rid of all the static stuff, so I'm going to save that. Alright, so if I hover over this, you can see in the bottom it's going to post 1 right down here. Okay, the title, same thing. We don't have single PHP set up, so it's not going to do nothing yet. But that looks complete for as far as the main content area. Let's make sure that if we put a read more block, it'll cut the text off where we want. So after the first paragraph, I'm going to click this read more icon, update and reload. Okay, so it's only showing us. That's good. Alright, so that's complete. Let's see. So I guess next we'll do the single.php, which is going to be basically the same thing. So I'm actually going to copy everything, put it in single.php, and after the end while I want to add the comment area. So we'll say PHP comment template. Save. Now if I click on the hello world post, we now have our single post. Totally dynamic. We got our comment box and we have our one comment. And you could further style this, maybe put a nice background or something, but we're not going to get into that. Alright, so that's single. What else do we have? Our page. Okay, so now let's do our page.php file. And this is basically going to be very similar. We don't want a link in the title because it's going to be just a page. We don't want this metadata, so I'm going to get rid of all this. Get rid of that. Yeah. So we just want the title, the post. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's see what that does. Alright, cool. So it's just a standard page. Alright, now what I want to do is add some or add a menu link. We need a home link. We're just stuck on sample page now. By default there is no home link on the menus. So if we go to a wait a minute. Actually, we don't have menu functionality. We need to add some things to our functions.php file. We don't have access to widgets or menus. So let's go to functions.php and let's just comment this. We'll say that's thumbnail. So basically I can copy this, and inside of here we just want to put menus. Let's save that. If I reload this, we now have menus available. Alright, so we don't have a menu yet. By default it's just going to take any page we create and put it on the menu. But let's create one, call it main menu. Alright, so let's see. You can choose to automatically add new top level pages to this menu, but let's do it manually. So we'll add the sample page we have, and then we need a home link. So under links, I'm just going to put the actual link to the home page. save that. We should now have a home link. Alright, so let's go ahead and add another post. And we'll put a read more link right there. Let's actually add a category. Okay. And let's add that other one to that category as well. Whoop. Okay, so let's reload the home page. Oh, we didn't put our image in. Wait a minute. Alright, something's not right. Oh, how did that get up there? Actually, I want it right here. Okay, and now we just want to upload the other image. Alright, update and reload, and now we have our post, our other post. Alright, so that's done. The next thing I want to do is create the sidebar. We want a sidebar widget, and what we want to do is register our widget in the functions.php file. And I'm actually going to paste in some content here, just because it'll take too long to type, but it's really easy to understand. So we use the function called register sidebar, which we pass in an array. In the array we have the name of the sidebar, which is just called right hand sidebar, the ID, the description, before title and after title. So what we're saying is every widget in the right sidebar will have an H3 tag with the class of sidebar title. And we have before widget and after widget, which is added before the entire widget and after it. Okay, so we'll give it a class of widget, and then we have a dynamic ID and a dynamic class, so we can single them out if we need to. Alright, so we'll save that. And now we want to go into sidebar.php, and let's see. Alright, we're going to need to go back to the static template and take a look at that. So here's the sidebar. Let's grab this. Actually, we don't need this. All we need is the div. Because these are going to be dynamic widgets. Okay, so inside here we'll say PHP dynamic sidebar, and we want the name of the we want to say right sidebar. Alright, so that should do it. Okay, let's see if we have any widgets. Oh, we didn't save functions. Or did we? Alright, so now we have a widgets menu link, and we have our right hand sidebar available over here. So let's put some things over here. We can put categories. You can really put whatever you want. Let's see, we'll put a search bar. Recent posts. Okay, let's check that out. Alright, so there's our sidebar. Actually, you know what? This isn't styled correctly. We might need to change some things around. Let's see, I want to go into the sidebar, and I want to go into this sidebar and see what's... Okay, so there's H2s here. So let's go back into functions.php, get rid of this H3 here, and we'll call H2s instead. That should style the titles. Alright, there we go. And I mean, you could create a custom widget and copy this exactly, but we really don't need to do that, and we have the functionality. Let's go ahead and add a page, add a new page. And we'll want to add that to the menu as well. So about us, add to menu. Alright, so we're pretty much done. We added all the dynamic functionality. There's more you could do. You could add in some conditionals so that if the sidebar, if there's no active widgets, you'd make the content stretch all the way over. You can do stuff like that. Create more pages, maybe portfolio, galleries, things like that. But I don't want to get too advanced. This is really for the beginner to mid-level developer. So I hope you learned a lot, and please subscribe if you can. Thanks.